back to Ask Nikki. We took a little bit, well not we, I pretty much took a week off. We had some technical difficulties, and by the time we got to Wednesday and our internet was going slow, we were like, dude, we're like 3 days behind.
Well,
let's just start next week.
She's trying to upload a video now, and it's like the 7th attempt.
No, I've been counting. This is attempt number 9. How crazy is that?
And it says like 300 minutes left.
It's really depressing. And we've restarted the internet, and it's really...
The odds are never in your favor.
No, they are in my favor. Just this week, they are not. I'm probably cursed from all that sleeping I did. I've been tired the whole week. Actually, it's just that time of the month. That's why I did so much sleeping, and that's why I've been tired all week. But, yeah, Dan and I actually just got back from taking the dogs on a walk, and I thought it would be fun to have them in this week's Ask Nikki. So it's going to be in all of them this week. Bowsin, McTrialsin will be running in and out of the door like usual. And also, as usual, these videos are sponsored by Netflix. So if you use netflix.com/Nikki, you get a free 30-day trial of an amazing service. So I'm going to jump right in. All right, you ready, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
For this question, I gotta move my jeans over my hunched over belly fat. You know when you hunch over and it pinches? Okay. Hey, Nikki and Dan. I recently got a credit card, but I have not been using it wisely. Any tips on how to control that habit? Do you use credit cards? Thanks.
Wow. It took me a long time to get a credit card. I think the first credit card I ever got was maybe a couple of years ago. And I never use it. We only use it to pay for our TV bill because for some reason they won't like auto debit it from our checking account, so we have to use our credit card for that.
Yeah, I have had, sorry, were you going to keep talking?
No.
Oh, I have had some bad experiences with credit cards because since I started working so young, I qualified for a credit card really young. So I remember like I had a Victoria's Secret card that I literally charged up in like the first day. And then I had like a debit card, or not a debit card, a Visa card that I charged up really fast. And after making some mistakes with those, I've been really leery of credit cards. That being said, we do have credit cards. Like he said, we never just use them like, we're going out to eat, let's use the credit card. Or, I want to go shopping, let's use the credit card. But I don't know if this is like weird to say, but we've used it for things in our business. Like if you use a credit card within that tax year, you get the tax deductions. So,
yeah, like this last year, before the year ended, we got a credit card and we got Nikki's new computer and some other things right before the end of the year, so we can use all that for
the tax write-off. Yeah, so I don't know if it's bad to admit on the internet. I don't think it's a bad thing because...
It's a normal thing.
Yeah, just to get the...
Just in general, I do not like spending money. And I don't
you don't like spending money in general.
That I don't have.
Yeah. So that's the answer to the second part of your question. Do you have credit cards? The answer to your credit card, didn't you say that you are having a hard time because you're spending too much on a credit card? Let's see. I got a credit card and I haven't been using it wisely. Any tips on how to control that habit? Here's what I will tell you. Like I said,
cut it up.
Exactly. From a former credit card addict. Literally, guys, I had vowed off credit cards until we started needing business expenses. So maybe that's actually completely bad, and I'm gonna realize like 10 years later that I'm being really like, it's like an oxymoron.
Spend a ton of money.
Yeah, I just don't think so. I literally, I couldn't control myself, so I don't really use them. I'm gonna go shopping, I'm gonna go eat out, cut it up. That's the best way to do it. And developing a little bit of a healthy fear of credit cards, I think is just that. I think it's healthy to have a little bit of a fear of them. Because what happens is you start to get comfortable with a little bit of debt, and then you're like, I can take on a little more. I can take on a little more. And your threshold for what you're comfortable with just gets higher and higher and higher and higher. And then one day I think you wake up and you're like, when did I acquire this much debt?
And especially if you're making just the minimum payment on it, you're never going to pay it off.
Yeah, no.
You're just always going to have this ridiculous payment.
Yeah. So we're definitely not financial experts, but I agree with Danny. So yeah, cut it up. Now the second question, which is the Twitter question, says, when are you and Dan going to come around to make the cake pop videos? Dan, LOL.
They're still sitting in that cupboard behind the camera.
I have hashtag spoiler alert, maybe never. Hashtag we may be getting our money back at Target.
Really? You're just not going to do them?
I don't know.
Okay, The reason why Nikki's been putting them off the whole time is like, I feel like I can't make a healthy version. They're cake pops. Just make a cake pop.
Yeah, but the problem is I did it to try to be cute. Like, oh my gosh, cake pops for Christmas. But like, I don't really eat them because since they're not very healthy, which I know other stuff isn't healthy, but like really they're not very healthy.
We can make them and give them to a neighbor or something and say,
oh, we're such good souls.
We're just
such good neighbors. I don't know if I want to go to all that work for the neighbors, but especially the ones who don't take their trash down. Ever. We can leave that on here because they're probably not going to see that. And if they do, then it's a really friendly hint because we still love you, but take your trash down.
Always 5 or 6 bags of trash in the front. Multiple neighbors, they like to leave their trash bags.
I'm not going to lie, that would be me if I wasn't married to you. I would just be like, this can just sit here, but you're so good about like taking it down. I'm like, dang, he's taking the trash down again? So, okay, that is it. We're blabbering. Yeah, send your messages, questions, etc. to asknikkip@gmail.com or use the hashtag AskNikkiP. Also, if you didn't see on my main channel, the website is now live, including Shop Nikki P, and we're actually toying with the idea of having a Shop Dan on there too, because he's looking at like getting some new clothes, and I think it'd be fun to link it.
This shirt has a hole in it.
Oh, little burper. So, yeah, and also, like I said, netflix.com/Nikki. It's awesome, and we will see you later.
We're enjoying going through Parks and Recreation right now.
Yeah, that show's really good once you get into it.
That show is hilarious.
It is really funny.
When we were watching The Office back in the day, and that show came out, didn't like it because it just felt like it was such a rip off of that show,
but now I love it. We're like into it. We gave it some time.
Funny.
It's so good. So, okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.